The photography and videography community has been buzzing with excitement, and for good reason. In 2025, all eyes are on Canon and its rumored release of the Canon EOS R7 Mark II, a camera that could completely reshape the APS-C mirrorless space. For years, Canon has been known for delivering incredible full-frame models like the R5 and R6, but the APS-C market has often been overlooked until now. If the leaks and insider reports are accurate, the Canon EOS R7 Mark II will not just be an upgrade to the already popular R7, it will be a serious contender against professional full-frame cameras, potentially offering technology and features that rival models, costing nearly twice as much. Photographers, content creators, vloggers, and filmmakers are all paying attention because Canon seems ready to deliver something that blends performance, affordability, and cutting-edge innovation into one package. At the heart of this highly anticipated camera lies its rumored sensor, and this is where things get really exciting. Canon is reportedly working on a brand new 33MP to 40MP stacked APS-C CMOS sensor. For those unfamiliar with what stacked means, it's essentially a sensor design that allows for extremely fast readout speeds. This drastically reduces rolling shutter issues, the wobbly, distorted lines you often see when capturing fast-moving subjects. Imagine photographing a hawk mid-dive, a car racing down the track, or a basketball player leaping for a dunk, and instead of getting warped images, you get crystal clear frames frozen in time. That's the promise of this new sensor technology. It isn't just a minor tweak, it's a transformational step forward that could make the EOS R7 Mark II a go-to choice for sports, wildlife, and action shooters who need speed and accuracy without compromise. Of course, a sensor alone doesn't make a great camera. You need a powerful processor behind it to unlock its full potential, and Canon seems to have that covered as well. Rumors suggest that the R7 Mark II will feature the next-generation Digic X processor, possibly paired with a Digic accelerator chip for even more raw computing power. Think of it like dropping a turbocharger into an already powerful engine. The result? Faster autofocus, quicker buffer clearing, and intelligent subject tracking that can recognize animals, vehicles, and human faces even in challenging lighting conditions. Add in Canon's famous color science and noise reduction improvements, and you're looking at sharper, more vibrant, and cleaner images, even when shooting at high ISOs in low-light environments. For professionals who shoot weddings in dim churches, wildlife at dawn, or concerts in moody lighting, this is a game changer. Another area where Canon seems determined to outshine its rivals is stabilization. The EOS R7 Mark II is rumored to come with an in-body image stabilization system offering up to 8.5 stops of compensation. To put that into perspective, this means photographers could shoot handheld at shutter speeds as slow as 1 full second, and still walk away with usable, sharp images. Imagine doing long-exposure handheld night photography, silky waterfall captures without a tripod, or cinematic handheld video footage with minimal shake. For travel photographers and YouTubers who don't always want to carry heavy tripods or gimbals, this level of stabilization could redefine what's possible with an APS-C camera. One of the most overlooked but vital parts of the shooting experience is the viewfinder and screen, and here too, Canon seems ready to push boundaries. The EOS R7 Mark II is rumored to feature a 2.36 million dot OLED electronic viewfinder with enhanced colors, contrast, and refresh rates. This means photographers won't just see a digital screen, they'll see something much closer to the real world, with less eye strain and more accurate previews of their final shots. The rear LCD is also expected to receive significant upgrades in resolution and brightness, making it easier to compose images in direct sunlight or tricky nighttime conditions. For long events like weddings or hours of wildlife observation, these small upgrades add up to a much more comfortable and professional shooting experience. One of the most intriguing rumors about the EOS R7 Mark II is that it may abandon the traditional mechanical shutter altogether. Instead, Canon could rely solely on a high-speed electronic shutter capable of hitting continuous burst rates of up to 40 frames per second. For those who have ever shot a wedding ceremony, a golf swing, or a hummingbird mid-flight, you'll know how important silence and speed are. Silent shooting allows photographers to remain completely unobtrusive in sensitive environments, while 40 FPS means you'll never miss that critical split-second moment. If this rumor proves true, the R7 Mark II could become one of the first APS-C cameras to go fully electronic, a bold step that signals where the future of photography may be heading. Of course, in 2025, no camera can win hearts without serious video capabilities, and Canon seems poised to deliver in this department too. The R7 Mark II is expected to support 4K recording at 120 FPS for ultra-smooth slow-motion footage, 6K recording for enhanced detail, and possibly even 8K at 60 FPS, though the latter remains speculative. Add to that Canon Log3 support for wider dynamic range, dual card slots for reliable recording, and high-quality internal codecs, and suddenly this APS-C camera looks like a serious filmmaking tool. For YouTubers, indie filmmakers, and wedding videographers, having cinema-level recording options in a compact and relatively affordable body could make the R7 Mark II an irresistible choice. Design and ergonomics are also expected to see meaningful improvements. Rumors suggest that the R7 Mark II will take inspiration from the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, with a slightly larger grip, better button placement, and even a dedicated joystick for autofocus point selection. These changes may sound minor on paper, but for photographers who shoot 10-hour wedding days or spend hours tracking wildlife in the field, comfortable handling can make or break the experience. A camera that feels good in the hand is one you'll actually want to take everywhere, and Canon seems to be focusing on making the R7 Mark II exactly that kind of reliable companion. Beyond the hardware, Canon is rumored to be adding some cutting-edge software features that could completely change the shooting experience. One of these is pre-capture shooting, which allows the camera to buffer images even before you press the shutter button. That way, when you do hit the shutter, you'll have frames from moments earlier, perfect for catching unpredictable action like a bird taking flight or a child blowing out birthday candles. Another rumored feature is AI-powered upscaling, which could let photographers enlarge images without losing sharpness, an invaluable tool for large-format printing or high-end commercial work. If Canon integrates artificial intelligence into its workflow in this way, it could give photographers unprecedented creative freedom. Naturally, one of the biggest questions is when the EOS R7 Mark II will actually arrive. Most leaks suggest a late 2025 release window, likely between September and December. Some insiders point to the IBC trade show in September as a potential announcement venue, though Canon traditionally reserves IBC for video-centric products. Still, the timing makes sense. Q4 is the most profitable time of the year for tech sales, and Canon would no doubt want to position the R7 Mark II as the hot holiday purchase for photographers and creators. And then there's pricing. Early rumors suggest that the body-only version of the EOS R7 Mark II will cost between $1,999 and $2,199, with kit lens bundles climbing to around $2,400 to $2,500. While that's a noticeable jump from the original EOS R7, it's still an excellent value considering the rumored stacked sensor, advanced stabilization, and professional video specs. Compared to full-frame alternatives, this pricing makes the R7 Mark II an appealing middle ground. Powerful enough for professionals, but accessible enough for advanced enthusiasts. So, what does all of this mean in the bigger picture? If even half of these leaks turn out to be true, the Canon EOS R7 Mark II could easily become the most exciting APS-C camera of the decade. It promises pro-level performance in a smaller, more affordable package, bridging the gap between hobbyist and professional gear in a way that very few cameras have managed to do. Wildlife photographers, sports shooters, travel vloggers, and wedding videographers all stand to gain something from this release. Canon may well be positioning the R7 Mark II as not just an upgrade, but as the definitive APS-C flagship, a camera that finally proves smaller sensors can deliver big results. Of course, we'll need to wait for Canon's official announcement to confirm the details, but one thing is already certain. The EOS R7 Mark II is one of the most anticipated camera launches of 2025.